Okay, so we're here with Andrew today. And what brought you into chiropractic care, or why did you seek care originally?
Originally, my care was related to getting some relief to my back from an injury I sustained in the military. I was part of a group that was doing some house clearing, and unfortunately was chasing after a suspect and fell down off a two-story building with all my gear on. Luckily, I survived with minimal injury, but it totally screwed up my lower back. So I've been had a lot of pain. Wasn't able to move. Had no energy due to that. So.
So I know one question is, how did you survive a two-story drop from the roof of a building?
Luckily, being in country, wearing you gotta wear your safety vest. So I had both my armor plates on both sides, and running around with basically 180 pounds of gear on, strapped around my chest, kept my whole back, at least my upper back, pretty stiff and protected. So and luckily the buildings in Iraq are pretty close together, so it wasn't. I kind of was able to kind of cushion my fall or slow my descent by as I fell down between the buildings, but it was pretty much because I was wearing like a protective bubble of gear
Okay.
that allowed me to probably survive better than expected.
And then you sought chiropractic care. How did that go originally?
Yeah, so I originally did before coming here. I tried a different chiro, and it was kind of just the traditional, just kind of walk in, lay on the table, pop you a couple times, and kind of out the door. And it really didn't do much for me. I mean, it would give me relief, but for maybe the evening. But then, within a day or two, I'd be back to pain and a lot of soreness. So.
And were you trying anything else at the time as well as the chiropractic?
Not really. I mean, I tried to keep exercising and stay fit. Hopefully, hoping that just keeping my muscles in a good state would help keep my spine at least, from getting any worse. But that really wasn't helping as much as I was hoping that it would, because I was basically getting kind of worse and worse as the years went by.
Okay. And then we started here and we tried a couple of different techniques like a decompression, Graston. What was your experience with those?
I really the Grasham was definitely a different technique. I really didn't realize that was a technique, to be honest. But it really, I think it was really the difference maker between just the usual decompression and popping that I've gotten from other care services. So I think it's an interesting technique that it's worth exploring, especially I think for me, because I didn't seek care for several years, and the VA being what it was, I just wasn't able to get a lot of care from them either. So I think that technique being able to help with moving and softening up the scar tissue to allow the normal techniques to actually have some sort of effect, I think might have been the difference.
So we do treat a lot of veterans, and that was kind of your experience too, is that you had to really seek out chiropractic care on your own was part of it, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, the just one living so far away from the VA, and them requiring you to go to their hospitals to receive care, and really just the paperwork and everything. If you wanted to try to have it done outside the VA, just was such a nightmare that it was just easier just to do it on my own.
Okay. And then how often do you get adjusted now? Or how often
Uh,
do you feel you need to get adjusted also?
Yeah, so now, I mean, when I first started here, I was, it was 3, 4 days a week. And we Dr. Rick really kind of put me on a good plan that now I'm down to, once a month. With coming in extra time if I need it, but I'm really able to kind of get through a month now before I really know that I feel like I need to come back. So.
And is there a lot of pain, or is it like in between appointments now? Does that come back, or is it more stiffness,
It's more
tightness?
just normal stiffness now. It's manageable stiffness really. Just kind of keeping loose, and I'm able to exercise and stay active, so that's kind of helping manage in between. So it's really just kind of the normal everyday aches and pains as opposed to the serious pain that it was before.
Okay, great. Thank you.